Most men today feel weak, directionless, and invisible. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 lessons to help you become your most masculine and confident version of yourself, to help you to become the man you're truly meant to become. Let's get started. Lesson number 1, prioritize physical fitness. You clicked on this video wanting answers. Oh, how do I look more masculine? How do I look like Giga Chad? What do I do to become more Bro, I know this first lesson is really basic, but I still know there's a lot of young guys who cope and neglect their physical fitness over everything else. You have these young teenage guys who watch all this Andrew Tate content and are obsessed about making money. Which, yeah, okay, by all means, bro. Try improve your income, save your family from financial freedom. But what if I was to tell you that if you can get your physical fitness in shape first, and then worry about other goals like money, you're going to achieve both faster because you're putting the fitness first. And then, believe it or not, when you become more masculine, more in charge, more emotionally stronger, more dominant, the money's going to come faster, bro. You need to start hitting the gym. And I'm not talking about once a week. You got to start going consistently and stop just doing all this isolation exercises like bicep curls and start focusing on the big stuff, the compound movements, bench press, squats, deadlifts, barbell rows, all the big multi-joint movements right now are going to help you the most. I'm looking at you, bro, and you're skinny fat. Like, cool, great, but you can change that. Because I used to be skinny fat. I've been going to the gym now for over 7 years. I've built a reasonably okay physique. I used to think I had shit genetics, but I didn't realize that genetics means your full potential. And by me saying I had shit genetics in my 2nd year of gym, showed how stupid I was, because naturally, muscle takes time. And if you can have patience, if you can have consistency, discipline, and not miss a workout, you will look like your most masculine self. Your face will almost just like reform just because you're starting to get muscle build in your body. Your jaw will start to build muscle as well. As stupid as this sounds, you start chewing on more chewy food like steak. Your face starts to look more masculine, start getting a better jawline, a more rigid demeanor. I know you've probably heard this lesson a lot, but you had to hear it again because you skipped leg day last week. You thought that was the right move to make because, I just want to focus on building my upper body. You do know when you can start to prioritize your lower body, your upper body will grow twice as fast just because you've built the base, the lower base. I haven't skipped a leg day for 7 years. Always at least would train my legs once a week. I haven't missed one single leg day in 7 years. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to put me on a pedestal or to prove I'm better than you. I'm saying that to help motivate you and for you to realize what it takes to become your most masculine self. You have to stop making excuses, because I have so many friends who started going to the gym with me at the same time, and this was back in high school, like 7 years ago. And I look at them today, they've made like fuck all progress. And they've been going like relatively consistently, but they didn't prioritize it. They always prioritized work, going out, drinking over the gym. Remember what I named this lesson? Prioritize physical fitness. It should be at the top. It should be over work, over money, over girls. You should be going all in, especially if you're still in high school. It is the best investment you can make. Once you can get in the reps, get in the sets, those sessions, the future you is quite frankly going to have absolutely zero regrets. Zero regrets. And I'm not saying, bro, you have to look like a bodybuilder. You don't need to be looking like Sam Sulek. Just a V-taper. Broad shoulders. Big quads. Do your best. Reach your potential. If you can make progress from point A to point B, people are going to respect you more. You've made progress, so yeah, physically you're going to look different. How do I look more masculine? Oh, by being consistent with gym. It's that simple. I hope this motivates you. I hope this inspires you for you to realize that becoming the best version of yourself isn't as complex as you think it is. If you can just rock up to the gym, push yourself, a couple all-out efforts, you've ticked that box. A new study came out. I saw in a Jeff Nippard video. It was a study and it stated that right now you really only need one hard set on each exercise to create muscle growth, new muscle tissue. Now that's obviously a more advanced way of lifting. If you're still beginner, still get your sets in at like a lower intensity, because the more sets you can do, the more your form will improve. But if you're already like pretty advanced and you feel like your form is near perfect, you actually don't need to spend that much time in the gym as you think you do to build the body you truly, truly want. Get your ass in the gym. Lesson number 2, optimize your style. What the hell are you wearing? Have you ever done any research for men's fashion or for clothes that fit you better, suit your body type, your height, etc.? Now you're probably coping saying, oh, Adrian, fashion, that's feminine. You shouldn't You do realize if you start to feel more confident with what you're wearing, you will in return be more masculine. Now, obviously, still prioritize your fitness, get jacked, and then the clothes you wear regardless will just fit you better. You're looking at me, I'm in my room, in my hoodie. Why am I wearing this? Oh, because I feel comfortable. It makes me feel confident and I can record videos better. If I was to sit here in like a suit and tie and shit, I'd feel pretty uncomfortable. I'm being brutally honest with you. That's why I record these videos with hoodies, bro. So comfortable. I feel like I can be my most masculine self when I'm extremely comfortable and confident in scenarios and different environments. So let's say, okay, I'm going out to a birthday. Okay, obviously I won't wear a hoodie. I'd probably wear like a tight knitted t-shirt, kind of showcases my physique, and I feel really good. I look like my most masculine self. Right now I'm looking at you, and you wear the same fucking stained t-shirt every single time you go out. And it's just the colors, bro. What the hell? You need to start educating yourself about what to wear. You don't need to buy expensive designer crappy rip-off clothes. You can just buy simple, plain, good material clothes. Don't buy designer shit. I hate designer clothes. Waste of money. Simple clothes, whether it be an oversized tee, a tight-fitted tee, a wife beater, a singlet, whatever. Start doing more research, and the more you can focus on optimizing your style, you will in return become more masculine. Also, grooming. Regular haircuts. Younger Adrian used to get a haircut once every like 2 to 3 months. And I would wonder why I had no confidence. I would wonder why I'd constantly feel like shit. And yeah, I know haircuts and working on your clothes, your looks, etc. It's all superficial. But which guy is going to feel better? The guy who's looking sharp or the guy who's not sharp? Probably the guy who's looking sharp. He's probably going to record a better YouTube video. He's probably going to speak to that girl better than you. Take care of your looks. A haircut is an investment. Your clothes are an investment. So stop coping, get some balls, and improve on your style. Lesson number 3, develop assertiveness and confidence. Your posture has been destroyed from all those hours that you've been playing on your video game console. Look at you, man. You're literally hunched over like this. I'm looking at you and you don't look confident purely because of... You haven't even said a word. I'm just purely looking at you. And your posture's all messed up. You ignored lesson 1. You didn't go to the gym. You're still wearing shitty clothes. You don't have this demeanor. You can't spit out a sentence. Why? Because we've been speaking English our whole lives and I can speak better than you. Why are you struggling to speak? Why do you lack assertiveness? Why do you lack confidence? Is it because of your posture? Is it because of your body language? Is it because of your habits? Almost a combination of everything. But right now, I think the most bang for buck step for you to become more assertive, to become more confident, is to start speaking more. Listen up. Literally last year, if you look at old TikToks I posted last year, when I first started recording myself behind the camera, I sucked. But the fact that I recorded myself speak meant that I could constantly give myself my own feedback. Every single time I finished recording a TikTok or a YouTube video, I watched myself back for like 30 minutes and I could see where I ummed and ahed. I could see where my tone maybe didn't really match what I was saying. I improved because I took action on speaking in front of a camera. Now, right now, if you're a bit kind of nervous to go behind the camera, what's another like actionable step you could take? You can start reading more because that improves your intellect and your vocabulary. But a special hack, which I don't hear anyone say, is you got to start reading out loud. Now you're actually saying the words instead of just thinking about them. This is what I would do last year as well, and it just improved my intellect and speaking ability like absolute craziness. That didn't even just make sense. That didn't really just make sense what I just said, but you get what I mean. Speaking is the most powerful skill you can work on, and it is going to make you 100 times more masculine because you just become so much more decisive. You have value in what you say. Every word has meaning. You're not wasting words. You're not just sitting there saying nothing. Start recording yourself speak, and I swear to God, these videos don't have to go anywhere. You don't even have to post them. You can just record them on your phone. They can stay in your gallery. You don't have to post them, bro. If you kind of care about what everyone else thinks, don't worry. I know you probably haven't heard this advice anywhere else before, but this is what actually helped me become a bit more masculine. I recorded myself speak. Month by month, I started to become more and more charismatic, more entertaining, more insightful. It's so simple. Start to give yourself feedback. Like, you can read as many books as you want about better social skills and how to become more all this crap. But the most bang for buck actionable step is to get your ass on your chair and start moving your mouth. It's just spitting out words. Say whatever. And you'll shock yourself in 6 months' time. Lesson number 4, adopt a discipline-driven lifestyle. Congratulations. You're actually starting to follow the first 3 lessons with purpose. But a week goes by. You spent the last 6 days locking in and going gym and taking care of your looks and recording yourself. But then the weekend rolls by and you say, oh, it's the weekend. I worked really hard Monday to Friday, so let's take a back seat for now. Which, by all means, bro, that's okay. Enjoy some time with family. Be social. You don't need to go train on the gym on the weekend if you already got your sessions in. But then Monday rolls around. The new week. New goals. Bigger plans. But you don't stay disciplined. You give up because you're not really that satisfied with the results you thought you'd get in the first week of trying to become more masculine. Brother, this is going to take a lot longer than a week. This is a lifestyle, and you're going to need discipline if you truly want to be that masculine man. The most masculine, successful men all had this trait of super, super discipline. Why do you think Conor McGregor absolutely dominated the UFC for like 3-4 years? Whereas now, he's off the fucking rails. Discipline. He was so disciplined and did whatever it was to take of him to achieve the goal he set out for himself. The only problem was, once he achieved the goal, like becoming the UFC champion, he said to himself, what else is there now? I've already reached the top of Mount Everest. I don't need all the discipline anymore. I can kind of just lay back. He started to lay back. Whole career downhill. Discipline is destiny. You are your most happiest self when you prioritize discipline over anything else. Right now, you think the harder thing for you to do is to be disciplined. Which, yeah, it may be harder, but what if I was to tell you that right now, it's the only thing that you should be doing? There's no other option. There is no other option. You're either disciplined or you're not. It may be harder, but fuck, I want it to be harder. Because if it's harder building the body, if it's harder building the business, if it's harder talking to that girl, it probably has more value to it. Discipline is the one thing which you're lacking. And it's the reason why you don't look masculine. Because I'm looking at you now, I can tell instantly if you're disciplined or not. Look how chubby your face is. You're clearly not disciplined with your diet. Look how poor your social skills are. You're clearly not disciplined with working on your speaking skills and talking to strangers. I can tell instantly if someone is disciplined or not. So can girls. So can those like tough old masculine dads. The only problem is you look at yourself in the mirror and you think you're like super disciplined. But that's your ego. You clicked on this video because you thought it had value. You thought by clicking on this video you'd become some gigachag instantly. I'm not saying you can't achieve all the things I've mentioned in this video. But what I'm saying is that if you don't have the discipline, if you don't set out a routine for yourself and try follow it every single day, tick the boxes, cold shower, no fat, meditate, read, gym, diet, sunlight. If you don't have that plan, you're quite frankly going to stay the same forever. And we all hate the feeling of regret. So give yourself no regret. Go all in. And become the disciplined man you're meant to be. Lesson number 5, master emotional control. You're emotional. You let your emotions get the best of you. If you're sad, you kind of just want to keep feeling sad because that's obviously easier than to stop feeling sad. Emotional addiction, which I have spoken a lot about. I learned a lot about emotional addiction in the book How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LePera. Obviously, when the time is right, express your emotions. The good ones, though. Right now, the reason why you're not disciplined, the reason why you're not successful, the reason why you're not jacked is because whenever you experience a negative emotion, you let that dictate your thoughts, in which ultimately lets you dictate your behaviors. So let's say you want to go to the gym, but you're feeling a little bit tired and sad because a girl rejected you on text, or she didn't reply back to your message. So now that you're sad, you're going to let this domino into other areas of your life, like the gym, because you're not emotionally strong. You're a pussy. You have no emotional control. You're not logical. You know the right thing for you to do is to go to the gym, but you neglect that and you let your emotions control you. You know the best thing to do when you're arguing with your girl is to probably shut up and actually listen to her and give her space. But you get emotional, you get angry, so you spark back with rage and aggression, in which return just makes the argument 10x times worse. You're not logical. You haven't meditated from all my previous videos, which I've said to meditate. You haven't tried to become more present. You haven't tried to get a grasp of your emotions and actually control them instead of them controlling you. Right now, the reason why you're just so lonely and bored and just feminine is because you're so emotional. Girls are starting to become more masculine than you. Girls actually have better emotional control than you. I'm looking at you, and the reason why you can't attract a girl now is because you're more emotional than them. And that's nothing against them, bro. It's just that most feminine girls want to be led by the masculine guy who's emotionally strong. Why would a feminine girl want to be led by a guy who's not emotionally strong? I'm not saying girls aren't logical. I'm just saying feminine girls, they want to be led by someone who is more logical than them. They don't want to have to make the decisions. So right now, if you're not making the decisions and you're putting that in her hands, brother, no shit you can't attract. Look at yourself. You're just so sooky, complaining, needy, crybaby, insecure. Because you haven't done the work. And I hope this video can help motivate you to start doing the work or continue to keep doing the work. Because you will shock yourself when you can become disciplined, when you can take care of your looks, when you can start going to the gym, when you can start just developing assertiveness and confidence. All of these 5 lessons, which I've spoke about in this video, is the blueprint. You don't need anything else. This could be the last self-improvement video you ever watch, and your whole life can actually be sweet. The only problem is you're going to see my next video I post like next week, and you're going to watch it again because you're emotional. You forgot everything I said in this. Next week rolls around, you're feeling kind of sad. You know you have to go to the gym, but what's easier? Watching another YouTube video like this. I want to help you. I want to help you achieve results faster than what younger Adrian did. These videos, I'm literally speaking to younger Adrian. He was in the same trap that you are in right now. He was so emotional and he could never be grateful. He could never be disciplined. He could never set boundaries or do what he felt like was truly right for him. If you truly want to look more masculine, get a grasp of your emotions. Read books to become more disciplined, like Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. Pick up some dumbbells and get to work. I hope this video motivated or inspired you. I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching mentorship. It'll be the first link in the description. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button and also that little bell icon so you're kind of like reminded when I do post these types of videos, and you can watch them and educate yourself as soon as humanly possible. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.